What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Cocos Critiques. I'm Coleman, and today, it's a very special week. Obviously, today is not Star Wars Day, but this Tuesday, it was Star Wars Day. It was May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you, and all of that. Yes. So, May the 4th, I thought. Well, for this week, since it's, Star Wars Day week, whatever, I will talk about the Star Wars series, the franchise, the whole dang thing. Now, there is a lot to talk about when it comes to Star Wars. Obviously, you've got your original three, you've got your three prequels, you've got your three sequels, you've got your spin-offs, Rogue One, Solo. They're about to make 1 billion more. Not even getting into the TV shows. You've got, I'm blanking on them now. Star Wars Rebels. There is The Mandalorian, of course. I'm blanking. The Clone Wars. There's a lot of stuff. But I'm focusing on the films to begin with. I'm focusing on the films, and really the mainline films. We can talk about Rogue One and Solo. I actually did not ever see Solo, but, if you want to talk about those, talk about them in the comments with me, and we can get into that. But this is about Star Wars. So, Star Wars, the general premise is surrounding, I guess the Skywalker family is really what it comes down to. It comes down to there's an empire, and then there's rebels trying to stop that empire. And this comes, in various ways, shapes, and forms through the actual rebels in the empire, and then there's the empire starting in the prequels versus, the Republic. And then you've got, I don't remember what they called it in the sequels, but it's like the New Empire, First Empire, something like that. But, yes, so that's what I'm here to talk about. So obviously you've got a lot of really great and kind of kooky characters in this. You've got, your Luke Skywalker, the classic hero of a story. He wields the lightsaber like no other, and his father, of course, is Anakin Skywalker, and now not to spoil too much, but, the last film came out, 6 years ago? Maybe not 6. No. That was when it started. 3 years ago, I believe, is when the newest series came out. So, of course, Anakin Skywalker does end up becoming Darth Vader, one of the big bads of the series. Not the biggest bad, but one of the big bads, and, so there's that. You've got, some great supporting cast, the one and only Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's great, and you've got, Han Solo, I can't forget Han Solo, he got his own movie, Princess Leia, and of course all the robots and stuff like that as well. There are just too many characters to count them all, but they really are great, and that's just from really mainly the originals. You've got a different set of cast in the prequels, and the new one's really a whole new set of characters, with Rey, Kylo Ren, Finn, and Poe Dameron, of course. So, there's just so much to get into with Star Wars, and I don't want to bore you too much, but for those that are somehow unfamiliar with the plot of Star Wars, basically, it's rebels against a dictatorship empire with the evil Sith Lords, and cool laser swords and shooting, and really, all in all, it's a film for children, made to sell toys, but I'm probably going to get yelled at for that, but that's what it is. So, you can't take these movies too seriously is the really important thing to remember here. Because they are overall children's movies. And of course there are some adult themes to them. There's some really mature stuff going on in there. But you gotta not take them too seriously. And I think that's what a lot of problems in society is that people take, movies, I talked about it last time, Thunder Force, and Star Wars very seriously, when all in all, it's a bunch of sci-fi goons running around, pew-pewing, swing, and, that's really all it comes down to, and that's what you should enjoy it as. You should go, yo, look at those lightsabers, that's pretty cool, Duel of the Fates, and all that good stuff. But, yeah, so the prequel is about them trying to stop the Empire from being formed, and then, of course, we see Anakin kind of fall into his evil ways. And then the originals are all about Luke Skywalker, his quest to become a Jedi, and how the Rebel Alliance wants to free the galaxy or whatever from the Galactic Empire. And then you have the sequels where they're like, yay, the Rebels won! And then they're like, oh, psych, the Rebels haven't won anymore. It's now the Resistance, and they're fighting the First Order, which is basically the Empire, just under a different name. And so, yeah, it really just loops back around. And, I know a lot of people are not big fans of the sequels. They were a little hit or miss for me. Kind of just a little boring at some points when they should just be fun. But yes, that's kind of the general gist of Star Wars. And overall, that was my computer, not yours. Don't worry, don't check it. So overall, I do enjoy the Star Wars films. I think the universe is really fun to play in. They've got some really cool creatures and stuff, but yeah, ships are cool. Like the Millennium Falcon, probably one of the coolest things in the world. But overall, the series kind of does leave a bit to be desired, because it is, again, like I said, whether or not you want to accept it or not, they're movies made for children for the most part. And so, they're not the most majestically made things or anything like that, but they are fun. And that's the most important part. You watch them and you go, oh, I want to move things with my hands, and I want to shoot my, set phasers to stun and all of that. But yeah. So I would probably have to give the Star Wars everything saga, I guess the Skywalker saga is what I'm talking about, not Star Wars in general, but the Skywalker saga. I don't know, it's tough to say, but really, the movies do all get their point across, and they do make you have a good time. You get excited in your seat. You get up, you go, bam, 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 and you're like, let's go Star Wars, I love Star Wars. And that's what they're meant to do, and they get that point across really well. So, I would give these, they gotta be at least a 9.1 out of 10. I mean, they're good, fun movies. They're not meant to be taken super seriously. They're not meant to dissect every little part and figure out, how this plot connects to this plot and all of that. And there are great movies that do that. Star Wars just isn't one of them. They're just, you sit there and you go, use the Force, Luke, and all that good stuff. So that's really my general thoughts on the Star Wars premise, and that really takes us to the end of the Cocos Critiques here. So if you like this video, make sure you drop that like. If you didn't like this video, it's okay if you drop that dislike, but let me know what you didn't like about it. If you're like, Coleman, I thought we were going to get an in-depth analysis of every single Star Wars character and book and comic and all the TV shows and the fan fiction that was turned into canon and all this stuff. Then you just came to the wrong channel. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, let me know how to make these videos better for you so I can do that. And if you want to see more of my content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified of whatever I post, whatever it is, make sure you ring that little dinger bell. Bong! Just like that. And YouTube will send you a post of whatever I post, whatever it is. You'll be the first one to hear about it, all that good stuff. And in the description, you'll find links to the Cocos Crate Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, where we're posting updates, little jokes, all sorts of stuff like that. So make sure you check those out. And with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!